Hello everybody, it's Legend. Today I have another awesome gun review for you. This one's going to be on the Smith & Wesson Model 327 Performance Center 8-Shot 357 Magnum Revolver. First of all, I'd like to go over the specs of this firearm for those of you who are looking to purchase it. And then later on in the video, I'll go over the advantages, the disadvantages, the things I liked about this firearm, the things I hated about it, and my overall impressions of the product. So let me go ahead and get started and I'll go down the list. The suggested retail price put forth by Smith & Wesson on their website is $1,269. That is full-blown MSRP. When you shop around, you will find it for cheaper. I know I did by a lot, and that is of May 2012. The SKU number is 170245. The model number is 327. The caliber of this firearm is a 357 Magnum, and of course, you can shoot 38 Special or 38 Special Plus P out of it as well. Its capacity is 8 rounds, which is a lot for any revolver. The barrel length is 2 inches or 5.1 centimeters. The overall length is 7 inches or 17.8 centimeters. It isn't a very heavy firearm at all. It only weighs 21.4 ounces or 606.7 grams, and that's because it's made out of a scandium alloy frame and a titanium alloy cylinder. Originally it comes with wood grips. I changed those out in favor of some Crimson Trace. The Crimson Trace model is LG314, and that's for end-frame round butt revolvers because this is an end frame. It originally comes with a red round front sight, which I changed out as well because I wanted something a little better for my eyes to pick up. It does have fixed rear sights, and all the internals come from the Smith & Wesson Performance Center, and they take care to fit each and every part so they will come out nice and smooth. When you purchase the firearm, you do receive the Smith & Wesson Performance Center hard case, which is right in front of you. When you open it up, you do receive the key to lock back the hammer. You receive a lock from Smith & Wesson, and I have all my literature in there from when I bought it, where I bought it, and all my receipts. And it also comes with 3 machine moon clips made out of titanium, which are really awesome, and I'll show you those later on in the video. Let me acquaint you with this firearm. We're going to go over the advantages, disadvantages, and things you just might want to know about it. First thing we'll do is show you that it is empty for you safety sallies out there. Open it up, and yes, it is. And this leads to our first awesome, great, huge, big advantage. 8 shots of 357 Magnum in a handgun. That's amazing. That's the same capacity as most 1911s, but it has more reliability being that it is a revolver. Keep it simple, stupid, and that's what I like about it. It will give you a lot of killing power. It's in 357 Magnum, one of the world's best man stoppers for the past, I don't know how many years and years and years. And that is a huge advantage. Our first big disadvantage you'll see right off the bat, the rear sights. They are fixed. Not my favorite. I'd rather have adjustable sights for my eyes. It would make it funner for recreation. And I know the premise behind this was this is a defensive firearm. You're not going to think and line up your sights. But if it did have that, I would like it just for the fun of it. And because I don't think it would stop the revolver from being able to be drawn quickly. The next big disadvantage, there is no aftermarket sights for this firearm. I know I said it changed it out, and the way I did that was modify the original sight. What we did is this was a red round front sight that went from here to here, and we just dremelled it off real nicely, smoothed it out, and then we drilled out the front, and we put in our own fiber optic tube. So it does work a lot better for my eyes. I love green sights. I pick them up quickly, and they're fun to shoot. So that's the biggest disadvantage, and that's just how I made it better for myself. You can see the 8-shot insignia on one side of the barrel, which is really cool. On the other side, you see the 357 mag insignia. Awesome as well. You can see the logo here for the Smith & Wesson Performance Center shop. The paint job on this firearm, it's adequate. I mean, it's matte. It is kind of unique. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I love the firearm more than the paint job. That's just one disadvantage to me. I'd rather have something, you know, the same color rather than 2 alternate colors. The grips on here, it's nice that you can switch it out for Crimson Trace, but it does leave a disadvantage. I'll show you that right now. The actuators here, it is comfortable. It's like any other end frame, but being that this is an 8-shot cylinder, it's a little bit bigger. When I press it, you can see a little bit of the lasers interrupted. Not enough to affect performance, but it is something you notice right away. The trigger on this gun is excellent. One of the best triggers out of any performance shop I've ever shot. It has smooth double action. Yes, I'm going to dry fire it. Smooth, smooth double action. Probably the smoothest double action I've ever seen in a firearm. The single action is awesome. Nice and light. Doesn't take much. I'm just going to push a little bit, watch when it cracks. It's amazing. I love that. It is lightweight. It makes it comfortable to carry. That's another thing I really love about this firearm. 21 ounces out of a full-size end frame. And speaking of the end frame on it, I know a lot of us will see this online and we perceive it as a smaller firearm. No, it is an end frame, and for those of you that don't know what that is, it's the same size frame that they use in their 44 Magnums. So it is quite a bit larger than you're expecting. But for people like me who have huge monster man hands, it's nice to have that full-size end frame. Even with that end frame, I'm covering that all the way up. It's perfect for me. This was designed to be a primary handgun, not one you'd carry on your ankle or something like that, so don't get that impression. If you're looking for a revolver that's going to stay pristine and look pretty for the rest of your life and have no scratches, this isn't for you. In all the months that I've been carrying this, it does show a little bit of wear, especially on the cylinder where I've shot. You can see the little lines from the rotation. That's all the way around. Gunpowder does stain the front of the cylinder. That's something to be aware of. You can't really flitz titanium very well, so keep that in mind. The holster options for this firearm, there's only one manufacturer that I can find that does it. Other than a custom place, this is what you're going to be stuck with. But it is a really nice holster for the money, albeit expensive. DeSantis makes awesome holsters for this firearm. Custom fitted. They fit comfortable. They're awesome to carry. You can see the little model number there if you're interested. And the logo. And it's made in the USA. Gotta love that. But the fit into this holster is awesome. Comfortable to carry. They have two different styles. One with the clip on it, one without it. So be aware of that. There is a loaded titanium moon clip. It has Remington 180 grain semi-jacketed hollow points in it. For those of you who are wondering, that's what I take when I go backpacking. But anyway, that's not important. This part is. You can see how nice they're machined. They look nice. They feel nice. I like to keep them this way in the gun when I first load it. But I don't trust my life to carry these and reload with them yet. And there's a reason. When you start to get more than 6 rounds in a moon clip, funny things start to happen. Let me turn it over and show you what I mean. They don't hold their shape. When you press these in, they can go any which way. There's no telling what's going to happen. If one round's out of alignment when you go to reload, it's going to stop you from dropping these in the gun, possibly costing you seconds that could be crucial. Let me just show you when I open this up. It is a training issue, but it is a luck issue too, so you kind of have to be careful. You can set them up. Let me just show you what I mean. See how that's out of alignment? If that's not in the right alignment, they won't fall in. Anyway, I'm not going to put them in. I just wanted to show you that. Let me set them off to the side. What I really want to show you is I've been using a different option to reload them. I've been using these 5-star firearm custom made ones. They work nicely in this firearm. They hold 8 rounds for a 357 Magnum or 38 Special. And they're very highly made. I'll review these in the future. But I just wanted to show you that. The felt recoil on this firearm is very manageable. You can rapid fire with the heaviest of 357 Magnum loads, and it still nowhere approaches any of the 44 Magnum recoil. When shooting a 38 Special, it's almost like shooting a 22. That end frame gives you a lot of control over where you're shooting. The accuracy is excellent for this firearm. You can shoot 100 yards all day long at 6-inch paper and hit it every time. At 21 feet, it's a tack driver, and I don't perceive you shooting out farther than that, because this was made to be a defensive firearm, so keep that in mind. These are the awesome grips that I received on the firearm. Now, I didn't know I was going to get these grips. On the website, it showed a standard rosewood grip, and they look nice, but I thought, why not get something I liked a little better and get the Crimson Trace to put on the firearm? If I would have saw these grips beforehand, I wouldn't have bought the Crimson Trace. They're very nicely done. They're completely different than the ones I saw on the website. You can see all the nice knurling on them. In some light, it is brown, in some light, it is green. And in some light, it's kind of a little darkish black. So it's really neat how it kind of changes colors. I would have kept these on, and maybe someday I'll go back to them. You can see the Smith & Wesson logo on there. They were a pain to get off the gun, but that's okay because I like my grips to be nice and tight. So very cool. So expect this to be on the firearm someday. If I decide to get another end frame, I might transfer over those Crimson Trace to those. After several months of carry and several hundred rounds through this firearm, I have to say my overall impression of it is excellent. There's nothing horrible about this gun. I listed a lot of disadvantages, but nothing that was catastrophically bad besides the moon clips. But that's common in a lot of different moon clips, not just this particular firearm. It's something that I'll keep till I'm a little old man, and that's saying a lot, because most of the firearms in my collection are on the trading block. I'm always looking to get something bigger and better, and I honestly don't think I could improve upon a firearm like this. It's lightweight, has a lot of capacity, has a caliber I trust with my life, it's efficient to shoot, it's controllable, it looks cool, and I just love it. So I recommend it to anybody. 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up, whatever you want to call it. It's great. So anyway guys, rate, comment, subscribe. I hope you learned a lot about this firearm in the video. Leave some video responses, leave me some comments and questions. I'll talk to you guys later.